Welcome. My name is Paul van de Vijver. I studied medicine and I'm a researcher at the Leiden Academy on Vitality and Aging. I'm working on the Vitality Clubs project and will give you a guest lecture on the influence of the social environment on healthy aging. You have now learned how diseases of old age are mostly the result of our lifestyle and that the environment is an important driving force of our lifestyle. During this course, you have seen some examples of the influence of the environment and how to experiment with this and let the environment help you to age in a healthier way. Most of the examples came from the physical environment, the supermarket, the office, the bedroom, and even in the refrigerator. I want to focus on the social environment, which is as important for our lifestyle as the physical environment. With social environment, I mean all the social connections in your daily life, from your friends and family to your colleagues and neighbors. The social environment influences our health mainly through behavior, or with other words, lifestyle. The best known example is smoking, one of our most unhealthy habits and very dependent on social context. Whether you start to smoke or not as a teenager depends a lot on the social environment, the friends or peers that you surround yourself with. Your eating habits are also partly dependent on the people around you. Research from 2007 showed that obesity could be treated as if it were contagious and spreads in social networks much the same way as infections do. In this study, the chance of becoming obese increased with 57% if you had a friend who became obese during the study. So, your lifestyle is also influenced by your social environment. We questioned if this influence could be used in an intervention to promote healthy aging. In our case, to increase daily physical activity in older people. Daily physical activity is proven to be effective at preventing and treating many age-related diseases, such as cardiovascular disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and even different forms of cancer. It also improves mood, sleep, balance, mobility, and helps people to live independent for longer. However, most older adults are not performing daily physical activity at the recommended level. There are studies that show if you increase physical activity by intensive training programs with professionals such as physiotherapists or doctors, people can gain large health benefits. Unfortunately, the effect disappears when the training stops and it is not possible to have professionals coaching for all other people for the rest of their lives. Therefore, we questioned whether we could create a social environment that stimulates exercise to improve our aging patterns. We found a proof of principle and I'm going to show it to you. I don't have to go all the way to Africa. I can even stay in Europe. I don't even have to leave the Netherlands. We have to go to a soccer field in Ulft. There, in a small city in a rural area of the Netherlands, close to the German border, is the Free Will Club. For over 6 years, a group of 70 older adults gather daily to exercise together, led by one of the participants. Afterwards, they drink coffee or tea. I have studied this group and these participants in detail. They had remarkable physical improvements. In the 6-minute walking test, a classic test to measure someone's fitness, participants of the Free Will Club were able to walk 20 meters more each year. And in the general population, people walk 5 meters less every year. Not only did the participants in Ulft improve physically, they also improved mentally. They felt better, enjoyed life more, and had more friends. Why do the older adults keep participating? Because they enjoyed having a daily schedule, enjoyed being outside, and most of all, they enjoyed being together. This example is a form of peer coaching, a method without any professionals. A famous example of peer coaching is found in the Alcoholics Anonymous. People help each other to reach a common goal. Peer coaching is cheap due to the use of peers and effective due to the common background of these peers. And the intervention in ULF is effective in increasing daily physical activity for 70 older adults for over 6 years. We are now studying the replicability by starting a new Vitality Club. If that is a success, we're going to facilitate older adults to start their own Vitality Clubs in many other neighborhoods. That way, older adults themselves offer a solution to age-related diseases caused by physical inactivity. How? By changing their social environment. You might think that I am too young and dreaming too big, but I'm going to show you that it is possible. Let's take a quick look at Cuba. Even though Cuba is poor and there's little money for healthcare, the life expectancy is as high as in the United States. In Cuba, there are 15,000 Círculos de Abuelos, elderly circles, with a total of 780,000 older adults who gather daily for an hour of sports, dance, and coffee. So my dream is already reality in Cuba. Where next?